Hey, what's good, people? I'm Darius, and today I'm going to do a quick review of these 24 set Aquarelle brushes. Um, I ordered it from wish.com for a very low price. Well, actually, they were free for me, and that's because they took very long to get here. They were late with about 2 months, so they were supposed to get here in January, but I got them in March, and in the meantime I asked for a full refund, and I've got it. And they even mentioned that if I eventually get the package, I can keep it, so I got them for free. Nevertheless, um, as you can see, they have two tips. One, it's a fine tip, which, if you ask me, it's pretty useless because, as you will see, they're not that great, especially when you overlap lines. It tends to tear the paper. And a brush tip, which is nicer. It feels really soft, and the coverage of the color is pretty nice. Okay. Oh, by the way, when I first ordered this pack, it said that they are STA markers, I'm not sure how to pronounce it, and instead I got the Signme 24, which is basically the same thing. I've looked at photos and other reviews, and they are identical. I'm not really sure about the colors and the pigment, but they do look the same. Okay, so we're gonna try the tips on a piece of paper, a normal piece of paper, and then on a thicker one to see how well the color absorbs, is being absorbed by the paper, actually. So I like to try with the pinks. The pinks and the purples, they're my favorite colors. Okay, there's a purple here, this one. So starting off with the fine tip, kind of looks like this. Okay, looks pretty nice, but if I overlap another set of lines, then you will see the intersection here, which is very different from alcohol based markers that have a real clean and continuous color. Okay, and the brush tip, which feels very nice. I guess if you overlap the lines, you'll also see the portion where they overlap. And on the other side it goes through a little bit, so they do tend to bleed. They are supposed to spread when you go over with a brush and just water, because they're water based and they're supposed to be, you know, watercolory. But I've already tried that and it doesn't really work. Moving on to different color, the fine tip, which is very thin, and the color is really not that great. There are some markers that are more intense, but most of them are really pale and not so smooth. See, I guess you can do some really interesting stuff. You can get some really nice results when only working with the brush tip. So yeah, if you work with brush tip exclusive, then you may get some interesting results. I'm not sure if they blend. They might not blend, but they could tear the paper. Nah, they don't blend. Let's try a red also. Let's see if the colors are nice, you know. They do not compare with alcohol-based markers. If you have, I don't know, Copics or Touch or other alcohol-based markers, and if you get these, you'll see a big difference. Turquoise. The color is really nice. I guess if you want to make some fine lines, you know, it could be useful, but not for covering big areas or anything. I'm not sure they're destined for that. So all in all, I would give them 3 out of 5 stars, because I like the brush nib and some colors are beautiful, but other than that, they are a bit poor in other anyway, you get the idea. If you get these, I would recommend only if you get fully refunded, as myself, as I have. They may be worth it, but otherwise I'm not sure they're worth the money, actually. It really depends on what type of art you are doing. I personally am doing graffiti, and I need to have something that can cover big portions of my artwork, and these markers are not it. Oh, I forgot to test them on the thicker paper. Okay, so the overlapping is not that bad here on this paper. You can still see the first square, and on the other side there's no bleeding. So as you can see, it all depends on what type of artwork you're doing and what type of paper you are using. So I guess this is it for my review of the M&G Signme 24 Aquarelle brushes. They're pretty good and not so good. If you still want to buy, maybe you can go for a smaller pack of 12. I don't know what's the smallest, but I know they have more, like 36 or 72 colors, just to try them out on different types of artworks and different papers. Alright, well, thank you for watching. I hope this has been helpful to you. and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.